Hey, I'm Owen from Bitesize Irish Gaelic, and I've recorded episode 74 of the Bitesize Irish Gaelic podcast. And the question there that I've addressed is somebody wrote into us at Bitesize and he asked how relevant is the Irish language to, say, the average Irish person. And you should listen to the podcast for the full opinion. The quick answer is the Irish language is not very important, not very relevant to people's everyday lives. So when I say everyday, I mean job, entertainment, social. It just doesn't make part of it. And what's part of that too is that people don't value spending money on people who are trying to live their lives through the language. Just for example, making some kind of government service available through the Irish language to Irish language speakers. Okay, fair enough. But in the podcast I break it down a little deeper, and I think when you try to look at the nuances, people do value it when you pick apart kind of cultural parts of what the Irish language is. It's like in a mesh between Irish traditional music, dance, our identity, place names, what makes Ireland Ireland, people's names, a lot of people in Ireland with Irish language names. So when you can't just pick out the Irish language, say that's not relevant, but we're still Irish, our place names are relevant, we're Irish, our history is relevant, our music is relevant, but the language is not. So that's the point I'm trying to make. When you dig a little deeper, I think people do value it a bit more. So I invite you to follow the link, it'll be beside this video. Have a listen to the entire podcast episode. And the lovely thing about the podcast is you can record your own question. So you can record your question and I can answer after the first section of any episode of the podcast. It's proving very interesting to me because I can record the podcast. It's just my opinion. You don't have to listen, but some people do. Over 1,000 people every episode. And then we play a listener question or a couple of questions and I can reply to that. So it's your way of being part of the Bitesize Irish Gaelic podcast. So thanks for watching. I hope you'll listen and looking forward to getting your feedback, your opinions on that question of whether the Irish language is indeed or not relevant to the average Irish person. Okay, slán, bye.